US records the highest number of COVID cases in a single day since mid-August, with more than 55,000 new infections, while New York City sees more than 1,000 positive tests for the first time since June. The reason you know what? We're at a point that I know the numbers are going up. That's what they're going to do. It's an infection. I know so many people are out there going to say masks and this and that and whatever. The point is, we're at a point that it doesn't matter what we can or cannot do. New York is a perfect example. Seen 1,000 positive tests since June. New York was one of the worst states hit. They're still the number one for the number of deaths for a single state. Because of this, to see that they have 1,000 positive cases, and if in case you guys aren't aware, New York is just falling apart. Completely falling apart. They haven't opened up. They're still locked down. They're still getting fines for masks. So what is all of this stuff doing? All it is doing is destroying their economy. On top of that, you have people in the news, celebrities, all of these people talking about how, oh, we need to wear masks, we need to get Trump out there, we need to keep the lockdowns going. It's easy for people like that to say that. When you're talking about normal Americans, people that are just, they work to live, they don't have an abundance of money, if they're lucky, they get to go on a vacation here and there. But as soon as the economy shuts down and their jobs are getting affected, they're working less hours, it's destroying their lives. So then you get to a point that you have Americans that their life right now, the immediate threat in their life is life itself. Let me tell you how much you worry about a virus if you can't eat. I'm like, the virus isn't the immediate threat. Not eating is the immediate threat. When you look at the mortality rate, starvation is more realistic. Losing your house is more realistic. When you look at the mortality rate, you, as a person who's just living day by day, you analyze your threat and realize what is a bigger threat. When you have a lot of money and your livelihood doesn't just come based off of every 2 weeks or every week, depending on how you get paid, yeah, your biggest threat is COVID-19. It's the virus. I get that. I understand that. But when you're somebody, just a normal American, what this country is mainly filled with, the economy has to open, and just come what may, like that is at the point that we're at. So many people want to stick to what a virus is and who to blame and why to blame them. It's not about that. It's a virus. The only way you're going to stop a virus is a vaccine. They're working on a vaccine, and if it comes out before the end of the year, I'm like, that's ahead of schedule. It's up to people if they want to take it or not, but that's the only way you stop a virus. Our cases are going to go up. Yeah, they are going to go up. Winter tends to make things worse. But once again, when you think about entering into winter, you now throw in another thing into the mix. Yeah, during the summer, it's a little different. Like if your gas or your electric, depending on how your heating is delivered to your home or your apartment, what this means to you, how it affects you and how it affects your life. Once it starts getting colder, that's another thing that starts affecting your livelihood, your kids, your family. Believe me, if your gas gets shut off in the middle of November and it's 20 degrees outside, 0 outside, your concern is not a virus. It's making it through the night because it's so cold. They need to open their eyes and stop playing this game of politics when it comes to a virus. We did what we did to try to slow it down, but the economy being shut down for this long, you're going to start destroying people's lives past a point of no return. You got to weigh what it is to the mass, the majority. But when it's these people in the news, celebrities, all of these people that have money and means that they can afford to be shut down for the next 2 years, next 3 years. These people that say they're thinking about you, worrying about you, they don't care about you. Because if they cared about you, they'd understand that a lot of people in this country cannot continue living in a shut down economy with restrictions. Not being able to go out and eat, businesses are getting shut down, people's psyches are getting challenged, and some people are getting destroyed. So when it comes down to it, we've already played one game. Unfortunately, now we're being forced into this other one, but they didn't get it together. They're playing a very dangerous game, and who knows where it's going to go, but just think about it. Cases are going to go up. New York went up by 1,000. New York has been shut down. They have not opened. They've been extreme. They've been crazy. They've just been on top of it nonstop. So once again, if cases are going to go up, what do you have left? Open up. But that's just my opinion. I know a lot of people are going to see it differently. But to me, there's not a whole lot left that you can do. Because right now, people are struggling just to live. So even when the virus passes and there's a vaccine, great. The effects from you leaving it shut down are affecting too many people. So it needs to open back up, if you ask me. But like always, have a good one.